Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to our stretch and flow. Still a gentle morning stretch to wake up. But as of yesterday, we did a than we would in a deep stretch class. So join me on a mat or find some space on the ground this morning for yourself. We're going to actually begin in child's pose. So you can choose what feels more comfortable for you, bringing the knees together and the feet together, or taking the knees wide and keeping the big toes together. Once you choose that, press your hips back, reach your arms forward, and let your forehead come to the ground. Take a couple nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Inhaling, filling the belly with air, and exhaling to let it all out. Allow your mind and body to be here and now. You set this time for yourself today. There's nowhere else you need to be. So come back to that focus of that inhale and the exhale. And take your left hand and walk it to the left, and then bring your right hand over on top of that left hand. And then bring the right hand to the right and stack the left hand on top. Start to make your way back to center and push yourself up into a kneeling position. Come to tabletop, so flat back, stacking your shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to do some cat cows, starting by looking up and dropping the belly down. As you exhale, pull the belly button towards the sky, round the back, press into the hands. Inhale, coming back down, looking up, dropping that belly, lifting the hips. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull that belly button up and chin to chest. Keep moving through that on your own time with your own breath. No rush. Take one last round and come back to tabletop when you're ready. Extend your left leg backwards and place your toes on the ground. Push your heel backwards so that you feel the stretch in your calf. Then place your right hand in line with your right knee. Kick your right foot over to the right so it's at 90 degrees and roll onto the inside edge of your left foot, coming into this modified kind of half plankish place. We're going to roll over and press away from the ground, creating this kind of moon shape. And I stretch the side body. release, we'll come back down. Bring both knees together. This time we'll kick the right foot back. Press that heel backwards towards the mat. And then kick your left foot backwards. Roll onto the inside edge of your right foot and reach that right arm up and over for a side body stretch. And release. Come on back to center. We'll push the hips back. Take the hands and interlace them and roll out the wrists. Coming into downward dog. Place those hands down, tuck the toes, and peel up the hips. Pedal out your feet, alternating bending one knee and the other. And then we're going to lift the left leg up, keeping that right leg down. Shift forward, hug the knee into the chest, and place the foot down between the hands. If it doesn't make it, just use your left hand and help it out. Drop that back knee. Find your center, rise up, bring those arms up overhead. Release down towards the ground. Right hand stays down, left arm lifts up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Place that hand back down. Step the foot back and lower the body to the left. Breathe in, coming to cobra pose. So lift the chest, pull the elbows back. Feel that back bend in. Back. And release. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back to downward facing dog. This time we're going to keep the left foot down, lift the right leg. Pull the knee into the chest and step it forward. Drop that back knee. Find your center, your balance. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Big reach toward the sky, opening up those arms. And release. Place that left hand down as you breathe in. Reach your right arm up, open twist. And release on an exhale. Step it back to plank, lower down to your belly. Your next breath in takes you to cobra. Pull those elbows back, lift the chest. And release. Tuck your toes and make your way back to downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet in baby steps, a couple inches at a time. Walk them forward towards your hands. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. When you get there, let your body hang in this forward. And then we'll start to roll up to standing. Coming all the way up. Awesome. We're going to stand with our feet about hip distance apart. We're going to breathe in to reach the arms overhead. Breathe out. Don't bend your knees, I'm just showing you. Breathe out, bend down. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, come down. Let's do it again. Stay standing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. Breathe in. Two. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Interlace your fingers behind you. Push down and back. And release the hands. Bring your feet together at the top of your mat. And step your right foot back into a high lunge. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, place those hands down. Keep the back leg lifted now. Inhale, right arm up. Or left arm up, sorry. Opening up for that twist. Same thing we did before. And exhale, release. Step that back foot to meet the forward one. And fold over your legs. Rise up. And then when you get there, step your left foot back. In that high lunge position, nice stretching that left hip flexor. And release the hands down to the ground. Keep that back leg lifted. Inhale, right arm lifts up, twisting, looking up towards that hand. And release. Step the foot to the front and fold. Roll it up nice and slow. Head comes up last. And take a step back. That's about 3 feet, maybe 2 feet. Maybe 2 feet. Place your feet on railroad tracks so that they're not one behind the other. Doesn't matter which foot you put backwards. We're going to do both of them. Take those hands on the hips. Press your hips backwards and start to melt your heart forward towards the ground. As you start to get down there, you'll feel that left or the front hamstring, whichever foot's in front. You'll feel that stretch. Maybe you can reach your fingertips down for support as you fold over that leg, feeling that glorious hamstring stretch. Think about pulling that front hip crease back so that the hips stay in line, they stay square instead of opening up towards that back leg. From here, come onto the very fingertips if you're not already. Lengthen out that spine, nice, long, strong back. Take the hands on the hips and lift it up. We'll just turn ourselves to the other side. Align those feet on railroad tracks once more. Stand up nice and tall, hands on the hips. Both toes facing forward. Push the hips back, lean the chest forward, coming down over that front leg. The fingertips, nice long neck and back, hands on the hips, and rise it up. Awesome. We're going to push our weight onto the left foot so that the right foot can come up. Pull the knee into the chest to begin. Find your balance. And without dropping that foot, see if you can just reach for the ankle and bring the knees together for a quad stretch. It's okay if you lose your balance, we're all human. Start to reach your left arm forward, and then kick your foot and your hand together so that they come back behind you as you let your chest come a couple inches and your foot goes back. And slowly come back to center. Keep that foot lifted. Just really gracefully step it back behind you and place it down. So once you're there, well, surfing on the mat here. Once you're there, take your arms and reach them out. Your back arm's going to reach down your leg, and your front arm's going to reach up and over. Come back to center, bend your front knee, and step your feet together. Great. Left leg lifts up this time, hug the knee to the chest. Without dropping it, see if you can grab your ankle and line up the knees for a quad stretch. Notice if your back is arching, if you can pull your ribs in, keeping those knees in line. And then we'll start to kick that foot and the hand together as the right arm reaches forward, chest comes forward slightly into this dancer pose. You've got a micro bend in your front leg so that it's not locked out. Coming back to center with control, kick that back leg down and place it down. Front foot points forward, back foot points towards the long edge of your mat. Reach those arms out. Left arm reaches back down the leg, right arm reaches up, side body stretch. Come on back up. Turn your toes forward to the inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward, allowing the hands to come over the head and down toward the ground. Connect to your core to stand all the way back up. As you break the arms apart, cross your left arm underneath your right. Bring those hands backwards and towards each other, coming into eagle arms. Take an inhale to press your arms away from your body and lift the elbows. Take an exhale to fold into yourself. Inhale, lift up, create space. Exhale, fold it into yourself. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. And release. Take those shoulders off of that. And forward. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We just did that one. So right arm crosses underneath. There we go. Take an inhale to create space. Press those elbows up and away. Exhale, pull them into your belly button. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Release. Let your arms hang by your side. And then heel toe your feet to shoulder width. If you'd like something to hold on to for balance, you can be near that. We're going to take the left foot, cross it over the right, and push the hips back out of the way for a standing glute stretch. And come on up, reach the arms up, breathe in. Interlace, reach to one side, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, other way. Breathe in. And breathe out. This time we'll cross the other leg. Sit the hips back into that glute stretch. And come on up as you stand up, breathe in, reach up. Exhale brings you over to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale other side. Inhale center. Exhale down. Interlace behind one last time. This time the feet are hip distance apart. We're going to fold over. Hips up, hands down. And keep the fold, but gently with control, break the arms apart. Grab opposite elbows and let that upper body hang. Release the arms, hands to the ground, bend the knees as much as you can to end up seated. Once you get there, bring the feet together, the soles of the feet together, and the knees out wide. Slide those feet in towards your body and sit up nice and tall. If your knees are up here, it's all good. You can always give yourself some gentle pressure to continue into the stretch, and we'll start to fold ourselves forward. Maybe use this time, give yourself a little foot massage on the soles of your feet. And we'll start to make our way up. Extend your right leg out. Keep hands forward. Keep a nice long spine. And then you can fold the upper body and round into that stretch. Come on up. Extend the other leg and the right. Turn your chest to meet your foot and fold. Nice long neck to begin, long spine. And then go ahead and round everything. Come on up. Straighten out both legs and roll yourself down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. And take a little rock left and right. And keep your left knee into your chest and extend your right leg down to the ground. Drop that right knee over, or left knee over to the right, keeping that left arm out. Come back to center. Bring the right knee in, extend the left leg, and drop the right knee to the left. Back to center. Bring both knees bent, the feet together, and let the knees splay out side to side. You can take your tailbone and kind of tuck it under here if you feel like you've got a big arch in your back. We'll finish here. You can take your hands on your belly. If this is extremely uncomfortable for you, go ahead and straighten out your legs. But if it feels just like a nice hip stretch, inner thigh stretch, then you could stay here with me. We're going to finish with some breathing together. We'll take an inhale for a count of 5 and an exhale for a count of 6. So first take a regular breath in and a regular breath out. And we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to your natural breath. Take one hand on each leg on the outside of the thigh and help those legs come together. Roll over onto one side and press yourself up to seated. I thank you all for joining me this morning for Stretch and Flow. I look forward to seeing you in the next class, and I hope that you all have an awesome day. Thanks for coming. Happy weekend. Happy Friday.